If you look very, very closely behind me right there, you see a wall. And that wall happens to be a load-bearing wall, and our bed is right up there. And we do want to make sure when we remove this thing that our bed doesn't end up in the crawl space. And there's a couple of issues there. We have to put new 6x6 posts in a couple of locations. One of them is in a spot that does not have a pier. So right over here, where the center post is going to go, so from there to there is about 225 inches. The center is right here. And we are half on a post. So we're going to lay another course of cinder block down this side on this post. Make sure we drive in a shimmer wedge to support the beam that is under here. There's a four times laminated 2x10 beam that sits from cinder block wall, pier, another pier there, and then the beam that's going to come down on this side needs to land on another pier, and there is not one currently. This is where the pier is right now, and this is where we need to land our 6x6 post. So we need to put a new footing and build up a whole 6-course high cinder block pier right there, and add a 3rd course on the side of this pier right there. The only things I've ever wanted to do in my life is dig piers on my knees in a crawl space. Looking so forward to this, so you guys are in the hall with me. You know where we need to go. We are Olight headlamped up. Great headlamp, by the way. And that is where we're going. Don't know if you can see much, just got my headlamp on, but it's not the most awful crawl space in the world. I can actually kneel up just fine. Let's get a little light on the subject here. This is a tough built toolbox, by the way. One of the best tool purchases I've made in many years. Let's get some lights. Disconnected some HVAC because this is where the action is going to be. Here's the drill bit against the wall that we drilled through, and we need to put a pier right here where that line is drawn. So we're gonna have to relocate this hot air down a little bit, and then I'll probably extend the plenum here out maybe another foot, maybe another 2 foot, whatever section I can get to move this cold air intake and stick it up right over here. So time for some great escape action. Start digging some hole. A little more cleaning up, but I wanted to get the forms in place here. Cut these in the shop at 25.5 by 25.5, so we should have a nice square when all is said and done here. See 24, but I need a little more. Okay, so that's more or less what we want right there. Also cleaning off as much sand as I can so we can get a decent bond between this pier pad and the new concrete. Work on one side and then the other. So we're nice and level, plumb right here. The most important thing is I wanted to make sure the top of this pad is even with this top brick. We're looking good on this side. We're looking good on this side as well. So we'll go ahead and start mixing up some concrete. I might take some dirt and put it in back on this side because we got good hefty, like this is like 16 inches right here, 17 inches, and then we'll probably have 5.5, 8 inches on top. This is the other pier that was already in the house. Nothing but good times down here. Stuff I dream about. Anyway, we are ready to put some block in. So we're going to use a Type S mortar. And we're going to mix it up here in our bucket. I have a little bit from getting started here. At first I mixed it a little dry. You want to make sure it has a good little bit of wetness. Holds itself on like so. Otherwise it doesn't stick to the brick and you'll just be fighting with it. So this might be a fraction wet, but I was finding it pretty decent to work with it this way. So started a little bit dry, added a little water, and it was a much better shape. But I'm going to go ahead and mix up the rest of this 80-pound bag that I got here, and we'll get started. Pretty good right here. Basically, don't want it falling off when I do this, and it might be a little bit wet because I do want it to stick. When I do that, it's falling off just a wee bit, but yeah, that's workable right there. So that's what we'll do. All right, here's our pad, nice and dry. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 blocks. Let's do that right there. I'm going to mark it out. Gently lay the blocks in, don't slam them down. Looking at my line on the outside. Oh, wrong way. Looks really good though. And we're just going to get this more or less set in place because we do want to make sure across these two we don't have any rocking. So on this one, I am going to put a little bit of mortar in between so that these stick to each other real nice. Good, looks good. Very good. Good. Laying out for our next course here. Again, we're going to rotate these the other way. You're a superhero. Well, this is not fun at all, but it's done. Now we can move upstairs, start tearing apart the wall. You probably can't see any lines up in there, but we're right underneath where the new post on this side of the house, which means nothing to you guys, is going to land. And then down there, if you can see, we had to basically put a third row next to the existing pier on the same footing because it was big enough to build up to make sure we had lots of purchase for our post. It was going to be completely on the pier, but it was going to be right on the edge. So we added a third course over there, or a third column to the piers. But looking pretty good. Now I got to clean up this mess. And man, oh man, do I want to stop crawling around.